and young musicians too. At 23, harmonica player Leo Ho is a chip off the old block.
I have been listening to the harmonica sound since I was born, so it sounds very familiar to me.
Leo started taking formal lessons at 6 from his dad. Ho Pak-chung leads the world champion ensemble, the King's Harmonica Quintet.
The harmonica has a very unique sound with a very sorrow and somehow very deep and very bluesy sound, but at the same time it could be classically beautiful. The diversity of this tonality is very amazing.
At 19, Leo had already accumulated 17 international championships playing classical music on the harmonica.
It's very good to be able to see it grab many awards from the solo categories, which is really proud shows that Hong Kong can produce a harmonica player. Really something like a dream happens.
2 years ago, the world-class classical musician decided to switch to jazz.
If you want to educate the citizens about this instrument, classical might not be the best genre to work on. So I was trying to explore different kind of music. When I get into jazz, it is just so tempting. The first thing is it is so elegant, so beautiful, so spontaneous. The second thing is it is so difficult. It takes a lot of courage indeed, because you have been playing classical music for 13 years, you got all the titles, and then when you step into the jazz scene, you have to admit you have to learn from zero.
At first, Leo learnt jazz tunes by ear, online and at live jazz concerts.
The first jazz concert I've ever been to was Ted Lo, Eugene Bao, Scott Dodd. That was an incredible experience. I made a promise to myself, someday I have to play on the same stage with these musicians.
And he did, after he was discovered busking on the streets by some of those same musicians and later invited to jam with them. Ted Lo even took him on as a student.
Let's try again. F sharp, at C sharp, F sharp to my B to my A.
I'm trying to explore to the end of the technical approach on harmonica for jazz. So me and Ted always discussing about which kind of lines works best on harmonica. I'm so enjoying this because I'm doing something new that no one has done.
He's got the advantage over a lot of players. That's a real plus, the fact that he's so well trained as a classical musician. During the lesson, with him, there's no problem technically. Only the vocabulary, the right notes, the phrasing.
They formed a jazz band along with other musicians.
When I started, I didn't know anything. So it was a blast that they allowed me to try with error.